Unpopular opinion, I liked episode 4, but because I love to criticize things I love, this video I want to talk about 5 things I didn't like about last episode. So this video, I want to talk about 5 things I absolutely hated about episode 4 because I got a lot of shit about liking the last episode for a lot of reasons. So to appease the YouTube viewer gods, I'm going to give 5 of the most WTF moments from episode 4. Then hopefully you can all forgive me, those of you that hated this episode. Alright, let's start with number 5 on the biggest WTFs of episode 4. Jon saying he isn't a Stark.
We're family. The 4 of us. The last of the Starks.
I've never been a Stark.
Jon, you're a hypocrite and an idiot. I don't know why this is a thing, but you're both, just because you have one parent's last name. Lucasfilm had to go out and say, Kylo's actually a Skywalker too, even though his last name's Solo. You know, his mom's blood still counts even if he doesn't have her last name, right? I'm serious, this is a weird thing that's been going around that people do not realize. You have both parents' blood, even if you have one parent's name. Do you genetics, bro? So yeah, Jon, Lyanna was a Stark. You're genetically half Lyanna. You're a Stark and a Targaryen. I don't know why you're saying you were never a Stark. You're being silly. And, you know, even if you didn't have Stark blood in you, you kind of told Theon, who has no Stark blood in him, this.
You don't need to choose. You're a Greyjoy. And you're a Stark.
Seriously, this whole I'm not a Stark, I'm not your brother thing is really pissing me off. As well, it would have been really cool to see how Arya and Sansa responded to this news. I mean, Jon being the bastard of Ned Stark kind of shaped their entire relationship with him and how they view him. So to know that, oh, hey, that dude that supposedly kidnapped and raped my aunt didn't actually do that and they were in love? Wow. It would have been nice to see in D&D. That's all I'm saying. I know you like to blue ball us, but can you not let us see one conversation where something big is revealed? That would be super cool of you. Also, by the way, Jon, way to put that shit on Bran.
Tillman.
I mean, I get why you did it, but still, not cool. Also, I understand that was more than one thing for number 5, but anyone who watches this channel knows that I cheat on these lists because I can't help myself. It's a real problem. Send help. Let's go to number 4. Dany forgot about the Iron Fleet. No, really, the in-universe reason to why Dany got ambushed by the Iron Fleet is because she forgot about them.
While Dany kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet and Euron's forces, they certainly haven't forgotten about her.
She forgot about the Iron Fleet.
And the Golden Company has arrived in King's Landing, courtesy of the Greyjoy fleet.
Forgot about the Iron Fleet. She forgot about the Iron Fleet.
We need to find Euron Greyjoy's fleet and sink it.
Your Grace, he's already destroyed a good portion of our fleet.
Bitch, maybe you shouldn't rule the 7 kingdoms because I'm really questioning you and your ability to remember things. Also, Danny girl, from the vantage point you had with your dragons, you should have seen his fleet. Are you on the drugs? Do we need to stage an intervention? Also, how is Euron able to aim that well and hit that many times in a row? I call shenanigans. Okay, number 3, King's Landing. I know this is a broad thing for number 3, again, back to the cheating, but I have a few questions about the Missandei death scene. 1. What happened to the King's Landing landscape? Look, I know consistency is hard, but this is... What? King's Landing is now a desert? Okay, they did build dozens and dozens of those spiffy new anti-dragon weapons.
Saw in season 7 that Qyburn had invented this giant dragon-killing scorpion, and it didn't quite work. Qyburn went back to the drawing board and he made even larger, more powerful scorpions. Dozens of them are now lining the walls of King's Landing, and dozens more are mounted on the decks of the Iron Fleet.
So maybe they chopped down all of the trees. Fair. But what about the mountains, D&D? Where did all the mountains go? Okay, what about the fact that Cersei paid Tyrion to be killed and she had an opportunity and just doesn't? Did you honestly forget you want him dead? You just paid a dude to have it done. Why the fuck didn't you reject his offer and then kill him? Or shoot him after you beheaded Missandei? Oh, and Missandei, I agree with the internet. You should have jumped and taken that bitch with you. Number 2. Parts of the feast scene. D&D, I know you want to be done with Game of Thrones so you can move on to that sweet, sweet Star Wars money, but slow down. Check your work. You're making us look bad. I have your back for so many years, and then you pull this shit? 1, as we can see, there's a Starbucks cup in the shot. Okay, whatever, mistakes happen. Though a million hilarious images came from it. But then, could you not have, like, a minute's worth of research, I don't know, a good old Google about Gendry and what his last name should actually be?
I'm not Gendry Rivers anymore. I'm Gendry Baratheon, Lord of Storm's End. By order of the Queen.
Congratulations.
Gendry, you know you're a Waters and not a Rivers. Come on, man. You're killing me with this shit. I defended you, D&D, for years! You know how bad you're making me look? And number 1, how our good boy Ghost was treated.
It's where he belongs to. The direwolf has no place in the south. Will you take him with you? He'll be happier up there.
John, you're a bad pet owner. I'm just gonna say it. You never appreciated Ghost, and then you put him in a death charge with someone he didn't even know. Ghost survives somehow, and then you go, oh, hey, Tormund, can you, like, take my dog? I'm tired of him now. And Tormund goes, yeah, he's not a dog, he's a direwolf, but you want to give him a one little pet goodbye? Tell him he's a good boy? Thanks for being with me? After all this time? No, you're a horrible human being? Okay. John, you should never own a pet in the future. I tell my cats, Danny and Sansa, they're good girls at least 5 times a day. Fuck you.